Arizona Cardinals, that's what they did in the first half as they trailed the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they slowed down Jonathan Taylor, and here they are trailing 12-6. They can't snap the football correctly any game in this season. Can they overcome it? Rally past the Colts in the second half. We're going to break it down here. It's Locked On Cardinals. It's Bo and Alex.
You are Locked On Cardinals, your daily Arizona Cardinals podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I mean, frustration has to be the name of the game as the Arizona Cardinals trail 12-6. Last time we saw this offense really on the field, it was a bad snap by Max Garcia. But let's be honest. I mean, whoever's been under center or the center for the Arizona Cardinals has been struggled snapping the football. Arizona Cardinals, though, several missed opportunities in this half. I think that if you were to look at how they've contained Jonathan Taylor, you'd be happy with that, and how they've made Carson Wentz try to beat them throwing the football. It's the offense, once again, that needs to step up here if they want to win this game, improve to 11-4, and clinch that playoff spot. Alex Clancy.
I mean, they look terrible. I mean, I don't think there's really any two ways about it. The defense really, you're right. After that first chunk run, was kind of slap in the face, and the run game has pretty much been non-existent. They look like an undisciplined, underwhelming football team, and the defense has really stepped it up in the second part of the first half because everybody's hurt on the offensive line. Like the fact that Carson Wentz is able to have a full tea party with all backups on the offensive line, and you're comparing that to Max Garcia not being able to hike the ball to Kyler Murray, that's a very stark contrast in the depth of these rosters. And bad penalties, they have more penalties than points in the first half, which is never good. Matt Prater laces in Dan, with Colt McCoy being a holder for the first time. I know. Well, I was kind of catering it to what we just watched, Bo Brock. I'm wearing my Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. This is Nightmare Before Cliffmas. Like, this literally is.
Yeah.
Look, I told you, look.
Yeah, I didn't need to see the pajamas. Christmas. Thank you. I think we're good.
Well, listen, it's Christmas, dude. If I'm going to go live, I'm going to wear my damn Christmas pajamas when we're talking in front of all these nice folks. All in all, so the couple positive takeaways. One, Chase Edmonds looks excellent. He looks excellent. He looks spry. And when you get excited about him and James Conner on the field at the same time, I mean, you can interchange. You can run the same play calls for both of them, and they'll be able to execute it both nicely. Number two, the defense has really stepped up. The touchdown was a blown coverage on T.Y. Hilton. Carson Wentz was able to stand back there, do whatever he wanted, do a little river dance, and find T.Y. Hilton wide open. Like, that was a coverage touch. That was a lack of pass rush touchdown and not a breakdown in coverage touchdown.
Well, I mean, that was a touchdown that was set up by that huge Jonathan Taylor run. That's what happened. But as far as the defensive scheme and them being willing to concede big runs and able to create negative plays, so far it worked out the rest of the half. But that was it was almost a game-changing moment right off the bat. I mean, the Arizona Cardinals offense comes out of the gates. Kyler Murray's finding Zach Ertz to extend drives, and you got to be encouraged by Ertz and Kyler, the connection that's been, except for that fourth down call, which was nearly a spectacular catch. But, I mean, they're driving down the field, and then Christian Kirk gets hit right in the breadbasket. And they need him to come up with a catch on a play like that. It was 3rd and 3. I have no problem with them going one-on-one with Kirk and Kyler making a great throw. Kirk has to come up with it to extend that drive because I think they probably find the end zone. Matt Prater misses the field goal, and next thing you know, Jonathan Taylor's running wild. It just completely changed the entire game, and then the Colts were able to cash in right away. Arizona Cardinals. I do agree that I saw in the chat that Kyler's playing well. I agree with that, but he's got to make some more big plays. That huge run, I thought, from Kyler Murray was something that took this offense completely out of its slump that it's been in now for a game and a half. They've got to continue that, got to find some momentum, but it's going to start with the defense making a stop to start off the second half.
Yeah. We've talked about this a lot at halftime the last 3 or 4 games, regardless if Kyler Murray's been playing or not. The defense is the strength of this team, and there's something wrong with that. I don't care if DeAndre Hopkins is on the field or not. You've got pretty much everybody healthy. This is the second week in a row where you're playing against a team that's completely decimated. Brian, listen, dude, not right now.
Stay focused.
Not right now, Brian Peacock. Okay? Not right now. We don't have time to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo right now. When it
I mean,
comes to
yeah.
when it comes to the blueprint for the second half, you're once again looking at the Cardinals playing against a completely decimated team. This team is a playoff team with maybe, fringe MVP on the outside, even though he'll never win it. And Jonathan Taylor, Darius Leonard out. Their whole offensive line is out. Their fifth starting offensive lineman is questionable with the back injury. If the Cardinals can't find a way to get to Carson Wentz against a backup offensive line and win this game, Monday is not going to be fun.
No, it's
Monday
not.
is not going to be fun for any of us.
It's not. And when you look at the overall statistics, you look at the Arizona Cardinals, you're like, they're fine. But when you look at the stat that matters as far as the scoreboard, it means that there were mistakes made. That means that there was a bad play on fourth down. There was there's bad penalties. I mean, you're staring down a 4th and 1 before the Ertz play, and you've got Jones jumping. And then it's 4th and 6, and you're still going for it. Is there
and
any
you throw a go route?
Is there
what's up with the go routes on fourth down?
Is there any confidence in any kicker in the building right now with the Arizona Cardinals, punting or place kicking at this point? Because Prater's 0 for 1 on his field goal attempts and his extra points, and then in that position they don't even think Winslow can go back there and pin him. I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to completely change their mindset going into the second half. And I don't know if that's possible. I mean, there's a huge opportunity for them. As you said, this is a decimated Colts lineup. The Arizona Cardinals, though, not taking advantage of it. I mean, just one score right now where they could easily put, 3 scoring drives together. They should. I mean, it's just missed opportunities. It's like I said, shooting yourself in the foot several times over.
All right. So what needs to happen in the second half?
I agree with you, Chase Edmonds.
I mean, this is a Arian Foster moment for Chase Edmonds. 30 times. I don't care. I don't care how many times he needs to touch the ball. Move the ball down the field 4 yards at a time. Get Zach Ertz involved. AJ Green is on a milk carton. Christian Kirk, even the ball that he caught was a bad ball that probably should have been intercepted. Something just seems off. And when Chase Edmonds was getting the ball, you could tell the rapport, like when you have a buddy play basketball with you, play sport, it doesn't matter. It never goes away. Him and Chase Edmonds kind of have that. And they need to tap more into that in the second half. And also what I'm hoping for, and we saw it on the last play before halftime, I want Isaiah Simmons' only job in the second half is to rush Carson Wentz. 6'3", 240, sub 4.40. Go see quarterback and hit quarterback. That's it.
And it seems like the only guy that can beat you in the passing game is Michael Pittman Jr. Mm-hmm. If they can slow him down, take him out of the game plan. I know T.Y. Hilton had the touchdown, as you said, that was blown coverage. We'll see what happens with Marco Wilson. The non-turnover because of the penalty on Byron Murphy, I thought that was brutal. Mm-hmm. It didn't end up biting you that bad, but that was rough. This defense seems like it really rebounded from its first drive, where it struggled with the big play being Jonathan Taylor. So, I mean, it's going to come down to it. The Arizona Cardinals have an ability to steal one here. They didn't play very well. They didn't take it. They didn't cash in the first half. They've got the opportunity here in the second half. We haven't seen it. Nothing's telling me that they are, but Kyler Murray can change that. He's got to do it, on his own, put the team on his back and do it, make some big plays. And I think he can do that, as you said, with his homie, Chase Edmonds. They can be that dynamic duo that they definitely need. And yeah, don't shy away from Zach Ertz, because Zach Ertz is emerging in the absence of DeAndre Hopkins as being that option to move the chains. Take advantage of it.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to say. Use him. He's 6'5", 240. And this is the one last thing. Let me ask you, because I know the second half's about to start.
Right.
Would you have gone for it on 4th and 6 or tried another long field goal, regardless of the play call, which was terrible?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have punted. I would have tried to pin him back, but I mean, no Andy Lee, so you probably have no confidence there. But yeah, at some point you got to figure out if you can. You should have confidence still in Prater despite the 2 misses. Get him back on track, but you must know that he's streaky. He had that bad game, then he rebounded. I don't know where their confidence level is with Prater. I mean, it was high. I mean, enough to where they went for a 68-yarder earlier in the season. Why not maybe kick it there? That might have been the right move. 4th and 6. It seems a little long for me to go for it. Arizona Cardinals, they trail 12-6. Opportunity to make a big stop against the Colts in the second half and maybe take a lead in this game and steal one. Maybe, I mean, why not just make this easy? Just get a couple scores here, but we'll see. Alex Clancy. Follow him on Twitter at Clancy's Corner. Follow me, Bob Brack, Bo Brock, at Bob Brack on Twitter. And of course, follow the show at Locked On AZ Cards. We'll talk to you after the game here on our stream here, wherever you find podcasts or on YouTube. Enjoy the second half. Hopefully the Cardinals come back.